We're here in Nez Perce County in Lapwai, and I'm here with.
Dion Cloud.
And have you experienced any changes in the climate over the course of your lifetime?
Over the past how long? Last year or what?
No, like your whole life.
Oh, geez. I've seen it change from. So I'm 60, going to be 64, so I've seen it really change from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. We've been getting more wind, a lot more heat. Things that were over in the valley seems like shifted over here. Because we used to never get 70 and 80 mile an hour, 60, 40 mile an hour winds around here. And all of a sudden, we get them now. And now we don't hardly get the snow. Back when I was young, we used to have snow all the way up to March, April. We don't get no snow no more either, so it's kind of crazy.
How's that impacted you and your family?
I don't think it's really impacted us, but it's just, you really don't notice it, you know what I mean? You just kind of just live with it, you know what I mean? That, things are changing, especially the heat, mainly the heat and the wind, we get a lot more fires around here. And now there's a lot more flooding now we got to deal with. So I work for maintenance, so we watch over all that stuff.
And what that definitely increases the maintenance y'all have.
Oh, yeah, definitely increases maintenance big time. As far as the flooding, too, every spring everything's going to get hot now, and all the runoff's starting to melt, and so all the creeks start getting high.
And then what do y'all have to do? Like
We sandbag. You got to protect houses. There's like 5 different places that always get flooded that are close to the creek. People's houses up Webb, and about 3 or 4 around here. We just make sure that get the water diverted so they don't lose everything their houses and everything. So.
And what about the fires? How does that impact this community?
Just having to deal with all the smoke, we got smoke we're dealing with from Canada down here in America, you know what I mean? So basically just the smoke is hazardous, and when we start getting fires around the low and over in Oregon around this way, all around us, kind of just filters. I think it just sucks right up through the Blues, through Waha, because runs into the Continental Divide. This whole ridge runs right up through Loxaw, right on up to the Continental Divide, and all the way over to Montana.
Yeah.
So everything's getting sucked through here.
How does the smoke impact folks?
Just kind of, when it gets bad, it got really bad last year, but so far we haven't had no fires anywhere close, so we're lucking out, except a couple of house fires in Lewiston, you know what I mean? But as far as, we haven't had none yet this year, but usually we start hitting them by July, August, and September is when the fires all start kicking in. And that's when we'll really notice the difference in the high fire months.
When did you first learn about climate change or hear about it?
The last 10 years, maybe 20 years. They were talking about it back in the 90s about, they even warned California, if you guys don't do something about your forest, it's going to burn up, because down in California, the trees, they shed their bark. So eventually you got 2 foot of duff, pine needles, and that's all flammable stuff. That's why they have so much problems in California. It's because of climate change, trees, the environment. I think California's got more trees than any state in the United States. You know what I mean? So.
Do you think your perspective on climate change has changed at all since you first heard about it?
Yeah, I can see where it's changed, where everybody's trying to we're trying to cut down on emissions, rigs and hauling. Everybody's going to hybrids and solar panels and trying to find other ways of energy besides combustion engines, you know what I mean? To me, that's the biggest deal, and I keep telling everybody, it ain't going to change. You ain't going to stop semis. Semis bring us our daily goods. With a stock Walmart, stock Costco, every place we go, you ain't going to stop the semis. They got to deliver.
So what do you think is the solution then?
Cutting back like they're doing, trying to go electric cars, that's going to make a real big impact. But still, we should have stuck with horses. Nah, we would have had this problem. No.
Is there anything else you want to say about climate change?
No, just that. They better do something. Otherwise, we're getting closer and closer to the sun, ain't we? And we're losing our ozone. They're saying the smog right now in the bigger cities is what's protecting people from the sun rays, is the smog now. We get rid of the smog, then what do? Can we send another ozone up there? And the ozone's what's protecting us, ain't it? Well, I don't know. I'm not much of a scientist, but I do listen to the news.
Cool. Well, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We just need a quick photo and then some contact info. Oh, yeah, pan that.